The Chronic.
What's up YouTube? Welcome to another entire week's worth of training. This is a new training program that Coach Greg Ferris's program for me, and this is called Blue Eyes. If you recall, the last program I was on was named Brown Eyes, and this is now Blue Eyes. This is a different program. It's not set up for a specific amount of weeks or anything like that, as my last ones have been, where they've typically been around 8-week program or cycles. So what you saw starting out was a top set of bench at 215 pounds for a set of 3, and the at 9 means at 9 RPE. Now if you saw here, I put that this is an at 10 RPE, meaning I did fail and I did not get the desired reps I was looking for. On overhead press, I was shooting for 5 reps. I haven't done overhead press in probably, about 2 or 3 months, so it makes sense that my overhead press isn't as pretty or as strong as it was a few months ago. So after the bench and overhead press, I moved on into some seal rows. You'll see right here, 70-pound dumbbells. I'm just going to show you a quick snippet of basically what it looked like. And this is pretty much it. I ended up getting 8 reps here, and then I dropped the weight down just because I felt like the 70-pound dumbbells were a little too heavy and I wasn't getting a very good contraction. So I dropped them down to 60 pounds. Moving on into day number 2, this is my squat day. This is 345 pounds for a set of 3 at an RPE of 9.5, meaning I probably could not do another one. And if you see, my form is pretty, at least in my opinion, it's pretty shit. If you look at my knees, the way they're tracking, my right one always kicks in a shit ton. And that's something I've been trying to correct. That, and once I'm not even entirely sure what it is, but I believe it's my lower back. Once I stop bracing as well as I'm used to, I start making the squat look more like a good morning, which is definitely not something I want to do. And you can see it's very evident in this set. The first rep looks alright. Going into the second rep, it gets really grindy. You can see my back bow out there, and it looks like a really harsh good morning. And I try to correct it in the third rep here, and I did an okay job of it, but you can still definitely see my back bow, and I'm just not bracing very well. And I think it's just because I'm not entirely used to all this, I guess all the volume and all the weight that I'm trying to push onto myself now that I am back into a gaining phase. I got like a new fire started after my competition, just to gain a lot more mass and get a lot stronger than I was at the meet. Because cutting down, I realized I wasn't, I guess, gaining as much as I really wanted to, or I didn't make as much or many gains as I expected to. So yeah, this is day number 3 now. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant. That was a 405 for a RPE of 8.5, and then I did a back off set at 305 for 2 sets of 3 as well. What you're seeing here is actually something Greg has implemented. These are sumo pulls paused at the knee and then, locked out. And the reason he's doing that is because if you've ever watched my deadlift, when I do fail on deadlifts, it's never at the bottom. It's usually right around my knee area, because I always lock out my legs before I actually go into full lockout. So we kind of want to synchronize my lockout of my legs and the lockout of, my torso, so they're in line with each other. Moving on until day number 4, this is touch and go bench now. Most of the time I do competition style bench, and that was 215 for a set of 5, and now you're watching 185 for a set of 5. These are 3-second pauses here, so these are actually quite brutal. I would much rather would have done more touch and go bench, but the pause bench definitely put some hair in your balls when you're at the bottom and you're just trying to push up with no momentum whatsoever. here is a quick snippet of what I did today, being Saturday. That was 315 for a warm-up set, and now I move on into 325 for a set of 5. I felt like this looked a lot better than Monday's squat day did. I kind of had to readjust my stance there for a little bit. I think I was a little too close together, but all in all, I felt like today's squat session went a lot well. And if you're looking at how my knees are tracking, you know, they're not coming in too much. I am trying to push them out, but I think if I focus too much on pushing them out, it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you like the video, guys, give me a like, rating, comment, subscribe. See you later.